if if Leonidas beat John, does it qualify Leonidas to pull Dennis?
Denis saying, well, yes, why not? Denis saying, yeah, if he will win with a John, yeah, absolutely. Very interesting opponent, and absolutely.
Who will be Denis Cyplenkov's next opponent? Guys, just recently, Engin had a live stream with Denis, and on the live, there were a lot of interesting topics, and one of them was about a possible next opponent for Denis. And honestly, I don't know if Engin have been watching my videos, but he said exactly what my thoughts were on if John loses to Leonidas, asking Denis if he would then pull Leonidas. And it's funny, like, when I did that video, I saw some people saying that it was clickbait, but actually I just spoke my mind. Like, if John loses to Leonidas, I think it would be pretty fair for both Leonidas and Denis to pull each other. And some people in the chat of the live were saying that Denis would easily destroy Leonidas. But people really seem to forget that Denis is way out of peak shape. He may have his technique and genetics, but he's not the beast that he once was anymore, while Leonidas is always improving, both in strength and technique. So, in my opinion, this is not a mismatch at all, as long as Leonidas is able to beat John, of course. Some people even think that Denis is still on the top 10, but Denis himself said that he don't want to pull nobody from that list, that he wants to pull people who are outside of it, so he can then slowly start to build himself back up. But anyways, as I was saying, on the live, they've talked about who would be Denis' next opponent. And firstly, Engin comes up with Dave Chafee's name, asking how would Denis feel about pulling him. And Denis said that he would like to, since Dave is outside of the top 10. But when Engin says Leonidas, especially if he loses to John, I noticed that Denis looked a bit more interested. And if we just look at it, those are actually two great matches. And there is no reason for us to only have one of them. But in my opinion, and I think probably on yours as well, Dave is stronger than Leonidas. So, since Denis wants to start pulling easier opponents in his return, I think it would be better for him to firstly pull Leonidas, to only then have a match against Dave. But what about you guys? What's your thoughts on who should be Denis' next opponent? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.